Today we will visit Dimitsana, a picturesque village in Peloponnese, Greece. We will walk on cobblestone streets, reveal ecclesiastic artifacts, talk about the marvelous clock tower, flow with the water at the Museum of Hydrokinesis, and answer an important question. This time the endless tour takes you to the Peloponnese peninsula of Greece, and the municipality of Gordinia. With a population of 10,000 inhabitants, its administrative and economic center is in the picturesque Dimitsana, which is located 60 kilometers away from Tripoli, the capital of Peloponnese. Dimitsana is a historic village with 600 inhabitants, that has been characterized as a traditional settlement as its image and local character have been preserved. The village is built at an altitude of 950 meters between two hills, which gives it a wonderful view of the plain of Megalopolis and Mount Taygetos. Its preserved stone-built settlement welcomes travelers on a charming journey through time with stone alleys, houses and mansions, churches and beautiful neighborhoods revealed around every corner. You wander around the narrow cobblestone streets, and the more you get lost, the more memories from your childhood come alive. What you have learned in history becomes alive as you walk the same paths the warriors for independence walked. The Ecclesiastical Museum of Dimitsana is housed in the restored house of Patriarch Gregory V, which is located close to the central square. Go down to the basement of the museum, which has been turned into a small Christian temple. Past the Pronaos to admire religious paintings of as far as 1808. A question arises as I wander around. Why is Dimitsana heroic? I hope I'll be able to answer it, and I let the marked historical path guide my thinking. The Library of Dimitsana, awarded with the gold medal from the Academy of Athens, has 35,000 volumes of books, and co-houses the Museum of the Greek School of Dimitsana. The library is located on a large square, opposite the statue of Patriarch Gregory V, and the primary school. The library was opened in 1764 as a priestly school. During the Revolution of 1821, much of its literary wealth was destroyed, as it was used for the manufacture of ammo cartridges. The small trip back in time brought me hypoglycemia. I heard about the incredible sweets that the Café Bistro Tapano Kato serves. The donuts proved to me the shop's philosophy, that minimalism loves tradition. We continue our exploration in Dimitsana with a house that was owned by the Bishop Germanos, known in history as Germanos III of Patras. His house is in the area of Castro, and it is said that when Kolokotronis, one of the main figures in the War for Independence, visited Dimitsana, he also passed by Germanos' house and kissed the front door as a sign of respect. Close to the square of the library, you can find the imposing and majestic clock of Dimitsana. The marble clock was gifted to the village in 1934 by Greek immigrants in New York. Wow, time flies. I have to go for my midday sleep at the N. Dimitsani guest house, which has spacious and elegant rooms, overlooking the Lucius River Gorge. In the archaic times, Dimitsana was the Arcadian city Tethys, which had participated in the Trojan War led by Tethys, who injured the goddess Athena with his spear. The goddess Athena then cursed the ancient city to remain barren for centuries. This barren land, however, had the blessing of water. Dimitsana is isolating, as if it's protecting what was left, a very vital source to people. It is no coincidence that the natural beauty of the area had inspired the myth of the sacred bath of Zeus when he was born, and thus the river was named Lucius. About half a century ago, 5,000 people lived in this place, where, seizing the power of the water, they gave motion to their professions. The Museum of Hydrokinesis is one of the museums that belong to the cultural foundation of the Piraeus Bank Group, whose purpose is to save and highlight the cultural heritage of Greece. The museum was created after the restoration of a watermill in 1997. Historically, the waters of the river spring when the ice melts, descend into the courtyards of the houses, run through the alleys, foam, and their momentum becomes an engine. A force that people succeed to use. Here the water turned the impeller in the flour mill, and the people made bread. Below they washed blankets in the water mills, and others filled the guns with gunpowder from the gunpowder mills, and clothed themselves with the skins of the animals from the tanneries. During the Ottoman rule and the Greek Revolution, Dimitsana was an important gunpowder center that supplied the fighters of Attica and Peloponnese. Most of its inhabitants were involved in the production of gunpowder in the water mills, while the city had one of the biggest gunpowder storehouses. Today the Museum of Hydrokinesis has an important place in the village, with exhibitions, workshops and activities for adults and children. Visit Dimitsana in the winter to ski on Mount Menelo, all seasons canoeing, kayaking in Lucios and hiking on the European Path, E4 that passes through the village. Oops, I'm hungry, as I was about to talk to you about food. Let's go to Dramona's, one of the best taverns in Dimitsana. My favorite. Greek salad with local fried bread. My question arises again. Is Dimitsana heroic? In my opinion, it is. The people are heroic through the trials they go through and their inseparable relationship with water, which sculpts the gorge of Lucios, and passing through the village they let it sculpt their lives. Before I leave, I will stop at Agropoli, a model farm that introduces you to nature, offering peace and relaxation. Ideal for agritourism. We sometimes forget that the cycle of life is the same as the cycle of water. Walking through the picturesque village of Dimitsana, I had the opportunity to remember that in our perfect world, nature cannot be tamed. Nature is a force of stability that no one can ignore if they want to move forward into the future. Thank you for traveling with me in the endless tour. Like this video, leave a comment if you wish, share Dimitsana with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Watch more videos from the endless tour, here.